Hello and good evening. My name is John and I'm joined by
MPG.
And we have 15 minutes to play My Confounding Cat is Criminally Cute, or MCCC, MCCICC. This is part of my Steam cleaning series where I go through every game in my Steam library eventually and arbitrarily rate and or review them at Weedwood Playtime. I don't quite know what this game is, but the game's out at random. MPG, it's been a while. What do you think this game is?
Start, continue, config, locked, quit.
Yeah.
I feel like this is... I don't know that this is a visual novel because I don't see, like, chapter...
Gallery. You don't see gallery.
Yeah, I don't see gallery.
Yeah, that's usually
like
a sign that the visual novels are gallery.
I feel like this might be a puzzle game.
Ooh, good choice.
Like, just a cozy game.
Okay. This was released
Like
in October of 2024 by Ebheim, which I'm probably saying.
Okay.
Chapter 1, My Confounding Cat.
It is a visual novel. It is a visual novel.
I don't know who Angelique... Do you think this is Angelique, or do you think this is Angelique?
I think the one on the right is Angelique. She seems a little bit more forward.
Okay, do you want to be Angelique then?
Sure. All right, I believe that should be everything. Now tell me, you will be able to finish my potion in time, won't you, Aster? Please promise that you won't let me down. This commission is very important to me, as you ought to know. I do not get that potion in the next 2 days. I fear I will not be able to attend my maman's ball. My mammon's?
Okay, first off, that looks like a typo here.
Yeah.
And that definitely looks like a typo.
Yes.
But maybe it's world building. Maybe they say in the next in thy next 2 days.
That would be most distressing turn of events for all involved. Given my dear maman has spent so much money on procuring me a dress.
Maybe it's a non-binary thing for like mama and my man.
Yeah, I don't know. And oh, what a dress it is! It really is divine.
I love this character just like dead face staring and she goes on a rant. I love that.
Yeah. My dress! It has the most wonderful sleeves. Are they puffed sleeves? They're gauzy and they sparkle just like the starlight, and the bodice is embroidered with stars.
Ooh.
It's the most darling thing, and the shoes.
Here's your potion, lady. It's for diarrhea. Yeah. Is that what you asked for?
I just look at you regular again.
I try to look polite and politely intrigued by Angelique's chatter, but that's easier said than done. I couldn't care less about clothes, and Angelique's boasting isn't doing anything to help. It's actually making me want to kick her out of my home, but I can't do that. It would be a huge social faux pas. Angelique would never forgive me for it. I've never been unfortunate enough to get on Angelique's bad side, but I've heard she has something of a vicious streak.
Well, she sounds lovely.
Yes, about 80% of the stuff she comes out of her mouth is about balls. Wait, what? About
balls,
gowns, and ball gowns. She's not doing it lightly. She is a member of the esteemed Lumiere family, after all, from the movie Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, from Beauty and the Beast. She's a candlestick. It is, in any case, a most wonderful dress. I am very much looking forward to wearing this dress, and to the ball, of course, which my maman has taken such pains to prepare. You would not let her hard work go to waste, would you?
She asked me a question, and for once I don't think it's rhetorical. I best put on my best customer service smile and give her a proper reply. You wouldn't need to worry, Miss Angelique. I will do everything in my power to complete your commission in a timely manner. When have I ever let you down in all the years you have known me?
Well, I suppose that is true. For a wizard, you are surprisingly very reliable.
We are 4 minutes in the game. We do not see a single cat.
Nope. I know your kind are often regarded as charlatans who take advantage of those in need, but you've only ever been gracious to me. That is the one thing I like about you, Aster. That and your pretty face.
Oh, damn.
All right, give him a slap on the ass. I shall never see another wizard in all of Oxel, I fear. No, in all of Miel, with you around. Honey?
I guess.
You are better by far than all the rest of them, and you always listen to what I have to say. You're nothing like that awful Rodin who told me to leave because of all my instructions gave him a headache, or Miss Laurie who told me the deadlines I kept giving her were unfeasible.
Yeah, just keep talking trash about my colleagues, yeah.
Yeah. You make me feel valued as a customer, unlike them.
You flatter me, Miss Angelique. I am woefully indecorous in comparison to you. I mean, I did spend the last 15 minutes disassociating, not that she knows about this. That might sour our working relationship.
Well, of course you are. That ought to go without saying. I am the only daughter of the Lumiere family. It would be unthinkable for a mere wizard such as yourself, who lives in the forest, to best me in terms of charm or charisma. But you treat me with the respect I'm owed, and for that, I am rather fond of you. Is she coming on to you?
I guess, yeah.
Now I would love to stand about and chat.
Which you have been.
But
Hasn't she done enough that already?
Out.
Please, Lady Luminaire, have mercy on me.
But I am certain you have other things you would rather be doing. Dear Aster, and I have a tea party at 2 I simply cannot miss.
Okay, world building. Tea exists in this world, so it can't be all bad.
This is important, yes. I will be seeing you the day after tomorrow. I hope that my potion will be done by then, but of course, I am sure that it will. Your abode might be a bit of a mess, but your work ethic is nothing to be scoffed at. Now come along, Ninette. We have places to be.
Oh, is Ninette a cat? Oh! Ah!
Oh, certainly, milady.
Angelique's loyal maid Ninette bows her head, but she doesn't look at me. Not that that's much of a surprise. In all the years Angelique has been coming to see me, I don't think that dour maid of hers has spoken to me once. Sometimes I really do think she hates me, but I have no idea why. Maybe she'll think I'm a crook because I keep taking Angelique's money. Sometimes I feel like a bit like a crook myself, accepting her gold coins hand over fist for such simple tinctures. But hey, she's the one who comes to me. I'm not forcing her to patronize me.
That's right. Invisible
In any
hand.
case, I'm relieved when Angelique and her maid finally leave. Now I can finally get to working on that potion I need to make a start on. I crack my knuckles, then look around my living room. Ooh, we got a little animation pan. Might be messy, but it's a controlled sort of chaos. I know where everything
is.
is.
And no cat has ever knocked anything off of a messy table.
You know, it's pretty important since I make a living brewing potions for clients like Angelique. Angelique asked me for a potion to smooth out her wrinkles, which is a joke. I mean, she's not even 18 yet. What wrinkles? I understand her request was, say, in her 50s, but Angelique looks as fresh as a daisy. She's been coming to me since she was 15 for tonics to whiten her teeth, straighten her hair, lengthen her eyelashes, strengthen her fingernails. It all seems a bit pointless to me, given that Angelique's already very pretty, but I'm not going to tell her that. This isn't really my place to come on her appearance. And anyway, the customer is always right. It's better just to give her what she wants. I suppose she must have had her own troubles being a young lady. She's probably under an immense amount of pressure to look a certain way, but still. The anti-wrinkling potion is new. She's never asked me for a potion like this before, but I'm not worried about it. It would be hardly my first time brewing such a tincture. Most of my clients are young women and not so young women who are concerned about the effects of aging. I've brewed so many anti-wrinkle potions during the last 5 years I could do with my eyes closed. Angelique hasn't given me much time to brew a potion, that's why the apothecaries in Alexale stopped accepting her requests, but I can manage it. Her potion will take me a half an hour to brew, if that, so I don't need to get started at once. I can afford to play around a little first. The potion I want to make instead is pretty specialized. It's time that should let the drinker understand and speak the language of any Fae folk, but only for an hour. It's an unusual potion, and it's definitely tricky to get right. It doesn't have that many practical applications either. Most people would prefer to steer clear of Fae folk altogether. Speaking of them is generally considered a no-go. The Fae are renowned for being mischievous, and it's hard to take any sense into them, even if you can understand their language. I can't imagine anyone would want to buy this potion from me, and even if they did, it would cost an arm and a leg. I've been working on this potion for a month now, but I've not made much progress. I've been gone through a truly eye-watering amount of ingredients to little avail. The steady stream of commissions I get from people like Angelique goes away to replenish my coffers, however. So long as I continue to get a few customers a week, I can keep on indulging my more eccentric hobbies during my free time. I work on desperately dull, uninteresting potions to fund my true areas of interest. Nobody cares about this potion, but I do. Whew. Whew. Still no cat.
Nope.
Nope. I set up my work area, pulling files from shelves and wiping down the inside of my cauldron and roll up my sleeves. Now let's get down to work. I think the art style's good, you know?
Yeah.
The earlier typos is a bit of a bummer, but it's not been recurring.
Yeah.
I set about chopping up ingredients for my Fae Poke potion by brow furrowed in concentration. I tried using magic root during my last experiment a few days ago, but that reacted badly with the newt's eyes. My previous attempt exploded my face quite literally, which deterred me for a few days. I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to my potions, but I can get disheartened if things don't go according to plan. It's not uncommon for me to shelve my experiments for days, if not weeks, if I have a hard time with them. It took me almost 6 months before I was able to perfect the potion that can turn humans into merfolk, and vice versa. Oh, sounds useful. It was very tricky, and it was hard to test since I couldn't get many volunteers. People from Auxel were worried that I wound up stuck with gills or tails for the rest of their lives. I had to quaff most of the potion myself, which had some rather interesting, shall we say, effects on my physical health. I didn't get landed with permanent gills or permanent tail, but I ended up vomiting bubbles for a week on one particular bad batch. I didn't let potion get better at me, though. I kept pressing on until I completed it. I'm many things, but not a quitter. This Fae Talk potion is even more complex than the transformation potion, which has already tested the limits of my knowledge, but I'm determined to finish it. I'm close to getting it right, I'm sure of it. I have most of the ingredients sussed out at this point. I just need to take a bit more time to fine-tune everything. I'm going to prove to myself that I can graduate from Oleander Academy at the top of my class for nothing. I didn't. Now let's see, should I use as a catalyst today? Oh, I get it, catalyst!
Get it?
Get
Catalyst.
I
Get
pursue
it?
my jars and ingredients. Is this a visual novel or is this a kinetic novel? Because I'm not taking any choices yet. I have enough lemongrass, but I'm running low on blind worms, stings, and sheep entrails. I might have to stop by Alexelda at some point this week to stock up on ingredients I can't forage for myself. It wouldn't hurt if I had a few my bat wings at my disposal either, or lizard gullets. Since my stores are looking pretty dire, I should be conservative today's efforts. I chop sorrel, parsley, and thyme, then grate the end of a bicorn's horn into a fine silver powder. All the ingredients get dropped into my cauldron at irregular intervals at lunch, alongside a bunch of wild carrot and a few choice toadstools. Mix everything together. They're just making soup.
Oh, they're making ketamine.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, tonight we cook. All while keeping a close eye on the color of my... Oh, with the U, I see. Fancy lad.
Yeah.
Of my concoction. My potion was moss green at first, but with this bit of stirring, it turns pale, almost iridescent pearl. It's quite pretty, actually. I hope this is a good sign. I continue stirring, reciting a chant under my breath all the while when... Thud. What the?
Cat?
Did something fall down my chimney?
Something just
I looked around my cottage and groaned.
Cat.
Oh no. My cottage has never been very tidy. Oh, there's cat paw prints! But it looks like a battle right now. The floor and the walls are pitch black. The soot from the fireplace has gotten everywhere. It's gonna take forever to clean. At least my ingredients look untouched. I'm relieved that everything is where it ought to be, more or less. But what's caused this mess? I've had birds fly down my chimney a couple times. Whatever this was, such a loud noise, I doubt it startled Jackdaw. I creep towards the fireplace, grabbing a poker. As I do, it never hurts to be cautious, then glance down. What is this thing?
It's a kitty!
It's a little hard to tell since it's pitch black, but... Yay!
Yeah. Kitty!
You want to do the cat? Murr? The city creature meows disconsolately, and the penny finally drops. Are you a cat? The cat purrs at this, its eyes wide. Its eyes are pretty interesting, actually. One of them is blue while the other is brown. I don't think I've ever seen a cat like this before, actually. I'm not much of a pet person, but quite a few of my fellow witches and wizards in training over at Orlando Academy have cats. They're a popular choice for familiars, more popular than toads at least, because they're reasonably intelligent. Some cats can even learn one or two magic tricks of their own if their owner invests enough effort into their education. This cat seems to be of questionable intellect, however. I doubt it can be all that wise since it fell down the flue of my chimney. How did it even happen? I stare at the cat as though it'll help me divine its secrets. Jeez. Then I sigh. Don't I have better things to do than stare at a mangy feline all day? A cursory glance at the cat reveals it doesn't have a collar. I'm guessing it's a stray. It looks straggly enough, though that part might be down to the suit the cat's covered in. I can't even tell what color it's supposed to be. Could have been snowy white coat for all I know, beneath all that dirt. What should I do? Should I probably shoo the cat away and get on my work? But... The cat peers at me and I freeze. I can't just kick it out, not when it's in such a state. That'd be cruel. I should clean it up at the very least. If I leave the cat like this, it might develop some sort of lung problem. The cat looks pretty woebegone already. It inhales, there's no switching, and then... Achoo! Let's see you. It sneezes so suddenly that I jump. I hadn't known that cats could sneeze, or they look very sad while doing it. The cat meows sadly, its head hanging. Looks pitiful. I feel sorry for it. Poor thing. Well, this is not how I imagined my morning would go. I wasn't expecting guests, but now you're here, I suppose. I might as well show you some hospitality. I'm not an uncivilized brute, so... Would you like a bath? I feel like I could use one. Uh-oh.
Yes, that is how you get a cat to like you.
I made that offer with nothing but the best intentions, of course, but it soon transpires...
Oh, cat does not like...
Hey, stop screwing around, you stupid thing. I'm trying to help you.
Ow!
Didn't you hear what I just said? You're getting my floor all wet.
Ow!
Just stop it already. I don't have to help you, I'm going out of my way to look after you, so the least you could do is appreciate... Are you bathing the cat in the cauldron? Now sit still. The cat doesn't look very happy about this, but still obeys, thank goodness. His ears fold back, and looking disgruntled, he subjects himself to the indignity of shock horror being watched by me. It's horrible of me, really. How could I contents doing something so very wicked? Continence?
Yes.
Countenance?
Countenance.
Countenance.
It's a,
I'm learning new words!
Yay! You're ready to read a Jane Austen novel now!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Indubitably. Must be the spawn of the great demon queen Asmodeus herself. Sigh. Based on the way the stupid felines been acting, you'd think I was torturing him, not trying to help. You can glower at me all you want, but I'm gonna do this for your own good. You don't want to traps around being utterly filthy, do you? That's what I thought. Besides, if you gotten any more sooty paw prints right over my floor, I've been pissed. I try to keep my house clean, you know?
No, you don't.
The cat glanced over the living room in this manner, looks almost disbelieving. He doesn't judge me, is he? First
Yes,
Annette, now him. I
First
can't
of
catch a
all,
break.
cats always judge.
Yes. Hey, stop looking at me like that. I don't have to run you a bath, you know? Maybe I should have kicked you out the moment you fell down my chimney, but I didn't. I'm nice like that, see? At least I can be. You really shouldn't try my patient, though. The reserves are limited, just like bicorn horns. Yes, that's right. That's why I'm telling you to behave. You're on your very last warning. Do you hear me? I think the cat must have heard me loud and clear. Those pointy ears of his aren't just for show, because he purrs discontentedly and hangs his head. He looks pretty well begone, but doesn't quite turn away from me again. This is progress. If he keeps being this well behaved, I'll be able to get him all washed and dried under 10 minutes. What a production. You're more trouble than you're worth. Do you know that? What do you think so far? I'm unfortunately coming up on the end of my time here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious if there are any decisions.
I'm going to put it on fast forward. Auto.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just see if we get a choice. I think the art is good.
Yeah.
Auto. Auto? It's the other way? So while I'm fussing with this.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't be right.
No.
I'll just click.
There we go.
I think that's good.
I think this is a kinetic novel. I don't think this is a visual novel.
That's fine. I mean, but if I...
Yeah.
The hard part is like...
I would have thought like getting the bath. Like, should I give him a bath? Like, that would have been an obvious yes or no.
Yeah. It's very wordy, so maybe it's just novel.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I'm clicking as fast as I can. Maybe I can spacebar in there. There we go. I just want to see if we get a choice.
And I don't think we're going to get a choice. Yes.
Oh, I cast Fireball.
Wow.
We rescue the cat again. Oh, the cat likes us.
Yeah.
I like my cat. You're getting a kitty soon, right?
I am. Once we get back from Gen Con, we don't want to get a kitty cat and then leave.
Yeah.
You know? So once we get back from Gen Con, kitty time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no choice. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This has been My Confounding Cat is Criminally Cute. I am guessing this is a visual novel.
I'm guessing this is about to go in a place I don't want to go.
It's flagged as cartoony and casual, but...
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Hello. All right. I think it's cute. I would probably not recommend it just because I like choices.
Yeah.
And that's really like... I have books. I could just read books. I mean, this is fine, but like I want some choices. But I think they do a good enough job with it. Cheers!
Yeah. Cheers!
Meow. 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 Meow.